many blacks got on social media and immediately started threatening whites. You cannot have a double standard. You cannot sit there and say, oh, well, we can do it. We can do it as a joke or a parody. But if you do it, it's an absolute fighting issue, and see what happens and make threats. Because let me tell you something. If one crazy, one Erika Kirk fanatical person decides they don't like what Druski said, and they decide to make an example out of Druski, the intention would be to cause absolute chaos, absolute division between whites and blacks, and they would use it to the fullest extent to distract you from what's going on, the Epstein files, the war, the robbery that is happening in our own government against the American people. They will use that as fuel. So don't let that get to you. Don't fall for their plan. They're going to be doing everything to upset you. They're going to be pitting people against each other, especially blacks and whites, because that is like one of the main things that would upset everybody. They know that it is like an explosion. As I'm talking to you, my cat is upset because I brought home my mom's dogs after my mother passed away. So my cat has not gotten used to the new dogs, and so she's been crying constantly. She's over here jumping up on the furniture to get away from the dogs. But understand from a deeper level what they're trying to ignite. See, I think that Druski may have started out doing this as a parody, but social media is pushing it as a division. And the sooner that you get that clear image in your head, then you can start to change. Don't get upset. Don't threaten because you see comments about the parody either way, whether it's from someone white or whether it's from someone black. If Trump pushes that button on Tuesday, we are all in trouble. We are in massive trouble. And I want to say right now, you need to go buy extra pet food. You need to buy about 10 giant bags for the year. You need to go buy pet supplies. You need to go buy canned goods, napkins, toilet paper, water. Prepare for what is coming. It's not going to be good. The last power outage that we had, I think it was maybe 2 years ago. It was in the summertime. Caused the death of one of my dogs. My Chihuahuas have always been raised in air conditioning. And when the power went out for, I believe, 7 or 9 days, the house became so hot that the temperature rose, and my dog wasn't used to it. She ended up going into cardiac arrest from a heat stroke. And so I'm worried about that. You can't leave your doors open for safety reasons. So there's going to be many things that are coming up. You may need to get some backup systems. A lot of people are going to lose their jobs because companies will be closing down because of the economy. People will be afraid. There's going to be a lot of things that they're doing. If you've read Project 25 and Project 26, we are not coming out of this. They are setting us all up. They are setting you and me up and all of the people. And it's not just the red states versus the blue states. It's the entire government involved in this. Everything is going to change. Probably everything is going to change after Tuesday. And so we're all going to be struggling, and the best thing that we can do is stop this prejudice fighting, stop this division. Let's all try to be helpful to each other. Let's all get back to community and being together and supporting each other, and let's be better humans and try to understand everyone. Let's try to have more empathy for Mexicans, for American Indians, for other countries, for Muslims. I've never hated a Muslim as long as I've lived. I've met many who are great and wonderful people. My surgeon was from Tehran, Iran. He was one of the greatest plastic reconstructive surgeons I've ever met in a lifetime. He was so skilled. He was one of the best reconstructive surgeons in Houston. And I will never forget his kindness to me. I don't hate Muslims. In fact, you know what? I actually like part of the Islam teachings. Not all of it, but some of it. It makes a lot of sense to me. I don't believe that anyone should be forced into religion at all. I don't care whether it's Christian, I don't care whether it's Muslim or any other religion. No one should be forced into religion. I believe that in the case of people who might be gay or homosexual, I believe in reincarnation. And I believe that whether you are talking to your son, your daughter, your mother, your boyfriend, your neighbor, you're not talking to a physical body, you're talking to a soul who is reincarnated many times. And a lot of times when that soul reincarnates into a new body, they still remember their past life, and they could have been a man or a woman. So homosexuality is really a spiritual thing, not a physical thing. I've had a lot of trouble lately. I've been having leg cramps from a side effect of the medication that I'm on. It's hard to sit here and be still. But I did want to make this video, and I know there will be some radicals that'll be like, I can't believe she said that. I can't believe that she talked about that. I can't believe I'm still going to call people stupid white people because they're stupid. Well, if you are that hateful person that will never change, I'm sorry for you. I'm not going to waste any of my time left on this earth feeling guilty for something that I've never been involved in. So, if you think that I'm going to walk around on earth and be like, oh my gosh, you know what? I'm just so sorry that I didn't kowtow to certain people and feel guilty for things that I've never done, but historically other people have done. Do I have sympathy that there is still prejudice against all people? Yes, I absolutely do. Have I met people in this lifetime that are still prejudiced no matter what? Yes, every day. every single day. And it's not just white people, it is all races of people. I've seen just as much black hate against whites. I mean, really. Oh, now it made me remember. I have a mixed race friend, and when I say mixed race, I hate that word. I absolutely hate it because it was created specifically to describe white and black, or Chinese and black, or Mexican and black, interracial couples. But really, if you did a DNA test on any of those couples, they're not just a mixed race like white or black. It's not black and white. It's not Mexican and black. It's not Chinese and black. You would find that they have all types of DNA. So, I have a friend. Her mother was white and her father was black. And she used to tell me all the time, well, I identify as black. She looks white. And I said, well, what about your white mom? You know, like, and she would always just kind of like brush that off. And I said, well, when you identify as totally black, then you're saying you don't care about your mom as a white woman who gave birth to you. I mean, let's be real. So she used to get so upset at me for saying that. And her mom has passed away. And I told her, I said, the least that you can do is, you know, when people ask, just say, yeah, you know, I'm a lot of things. I have some white in me. I have some black. You know, I'm I'm a Heinz 57, whatever. You know, my DNA is about 99% European. I thought all my life that because there's Hungarian Jews, I thought that I had Jewish ancestry. It turns out I'm more German. I am actually 50% British. It's debatable whether that's from Ireland or England or both. I am Hungarian because my father was Hungarian, and I'm German. Who knows what race I was in another lifetime. I believe there were lifetimes before this, and there will be lifetimes after this. I also believe we could come back as an animal. So, I hope that I have changed the heart of someone who listened to this video. Please don't teach your children hate. I don't care what a white person has done to you personally. Don't let your children grow up with hate. Children are not born with hate, they are taught hate. Don't be that person who is, you know, like being cruel to Mexican workers. Gosh, the Mexican people have been so wonderful. They have worked for slave labor. Most of them are the kindest people that you would ever meet. They have great family values. I really feel so sorry for them. When I hear things on the news like these people who hired Mexicans and then called ICE on the Mexicans, I want to go over there and just like take them down. I hope every person who's done that to another human being or to a Mexican who has hired Mexicans and then not paid them for their labor gets arrested. That should be criminal. I don't care what's going on right now with deportation. And it's not anybody's fault who is here in the country illegally. The Biden administration invited those people into our country with open borders. Our government did that. Our government opened the borders and said, come on into America. And now, very cruelly, because there is a different president, that administration is treating them like they are some kind of hog-tied animals, kidnapping them, raping them, killing them, dragging them out of their house, treating them like trash. It is some of the most deplorable things I've ever witnessed as a human. I hope that there is karma against every person who has created these hateful conditions. I really hope that Iran does get a hold of Donald Trump. I hope Iran gets the entire administration. It won't help just to get Donald Trump. I hope they get the entire administration. I hope at some point when all of this chaos is over, that we survive and that we build a peaceful world. Imagine world peace. Peace out. Bye.